From splashing around with some four-legged friends to Star the Wonder Dog to rescuing horses. On this edition of Connected Colorado, it's all about the animals. Hi, I'm Wendy Brockman. We're at Friends of Horses Rescue and Adoption. We'll learn more about this great place as we go along, but let's start with a very cool program in Broomfield, Dog Days at the Bay.
We're here at Broomfield Dog Days at the Bay. As you can see, organized chaos we have going on here. A lot of dogs, dog owners, all coming together here on this Saturday here in Broomfield at the Bay for our annual Dog Days event.
Get it, girl. There's probably about 150 dogs here right now, and they are so super excited. They're tugging and pulling when they're coming in. Sorry, I know you had to wait. Sorry.
This is the coolest thing ever. This is our second year coming, and our dogs just love it. It's a great way to end the season. It's great exercise for the dogs, and look how much fun they're having.
This event is great because now the bay is closed for the summer, so all summer long the families were bringing their kids to the bay and having a great time playing in the pool. And now that we're closed, they are bringing their dogs to the bay to do the same thing.
Basically the end of the summer, end of the season for the pool here at the Bay, and an opportunity for the dogs to actually get in the pool and their owners to watch them. So the dogs are getting a chance to meet other dogs, have a great time, to jump in and get a little wet. So as the dogs come in, everyone gets some tennis balls, people bring their frisbees and other dog toys, and we fill the pool full of a lot of different toys and activities for the dogs, throwing the frisbee around, throwing the tennis ball in there, seeing the dogs jump around. The splash pad is open, the fountains are open, and the dogs just get an opportunity to jump in the pool here and have a little fun.
Oh, this is incredible. This is the best day of the year here, for sure. So much fun. Dogs love it. We get wet. It's a blast.
This dog loves this thing so much. Once she gets in here, she has to jump in. You can't stop her. We only get to see this dog swim about twice a year, so she's a fanatic about it.
As soon as we get here, they jump in. You can't get them back out. And they're having fun with every other dog. And it's exactly right. Dog water world. This is great. A lot of fun.
As you can see, we also have a handful of vendors here, animal hospitals, dog grooming, different things for the dogs to get involved with, a lot of doggy treats obviously as well.
It's pretty amazing. We come from South Denver just to come to Broomfield because they do such a great job of putting this on, and it's always really organized and everybody's very nice, and they provide all of the poop bags and the balls. It's great.
It's great because the whole family's coming out. We've got dogs out here, kids out here, parents out here. It's a fantastic event and everyone's having a great time.
Great opportunity for the families to come out with their dogs and really come together as a family and just have fun on a relaxed Saturday here at the end of the summer. You see a lot of kids coming out with the parents and the grandparents, and it's just a whole family atmosphere event here for everyone involved.
It's just a lot of fun and good exercise for her and for me, and good family, clean fun.
This event here, you can really tell how precious and how important dogs and animals are to people here in Broomfield and the community in the area, but you really get to see the love and the passion that people here in the community have for their animals, in particular their dogs.
And the dogs don't really fight. They all get along. They all just want to swim and be good people. Maybe they have a lesson to teach us to be good people.
Well, I don't know. We love this. We've been coming for years. It's really awesome.
It's a great opportunity for the dogs to enjoy a swimming pool.
They're going to sleep for hours.
Yes, they love it. They absolutely love chasing all the balls, seeing all the dogs, getting an opportunity to play with each other.
I love being a part of this just because it's something different, it's something fun, it's something rewarding for me because I love seeing everybody out here together, just having a good time, relaxing, and doing something that they enjoy together as a family. How
fun is that, dogs in the water? Well, joining me now is Bill Stifler with Friends of Horses Rescue and Adoption. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Tell me about this place.
Friends of Horses is a horse rescue and a therapeutic riding center for children with special needs.
How many horses do you have?
180.
Wow. So how many of them are rescue horses?
About 160 are rescue horses. The other ones were boarded horses or horses that were brought here to board. We have a lot of retired race horses, and actually most of the rescue horses here come from what are called killer sales horses.
They were going to be slaughtered.
They're going to be slaughtered for human consumption abroad.
Wow.
And so we actually go to the killer sales, and then we go to the killer pens, and we purchase the horses from the killer buyers and bring them here, and then try to find them new jobs, new homes, give them a better life.
So they can graze and hang out with their friends, and
hopefully they'll find a little girl or some little boy that'll treat them nice for the rest of their life.
Oh, that's great. Tell me more about your therapy program. This is one of your therapy horses.
We offer 4 different therapeutic riding groups here, the use of the facility and our horses. So we work with children from every spectrum out there, from children with autism, children with ADHD, children with speech impediment, children with seeing impediments. So anything that we can use the animals for to improve the child's life or the quality of the child's life, we're open to try.
Wow. What was the quote you mentioned from Winston Churchill?
The best thing for the inside of a man is the outside of a horse.
Wow. And that goes for children too.
Well, that's what I've changed to. The best thing for the outside of it, or the inside of a child, is the outside of a horse.
You really see the connection between them?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing to see a child that won't connect with you verbally or even make eye contact with you, but once they start riding the horse, their confidence level changes and they start connecting with their families and their friends, and it's just amazing.
Even though the horses are so big, the kids aren't scared of them?
No, they're really quite docile creatures. I mean, they're animals of flight. They're really not aggressive, so they don't mean to hurt people when they hurt people, but they are definitely animals of flight.
So this really is a labor of love for you. What do you want people to maybe understand about horses?
Well, you know, it's an unfortunate situation that the world's economy has changed the way it has. There's an overpopulation of horses, and that's why a lot of horses end up going to slaughter. It starts with the BLM Mustangs, that there's 50,000 BLM Mustangs presently in care of the U.S. government, and then there's hundreds of thousands of horses that are just simply overbred here in the United States, that there's just no place to go with them. Once they're no longer of value or use to the people that have them, they end up going to slaughter sales.
What would you say to people who may want to get involved somehow and help?
Just come down and help us volunteer, or come down and help work with the children at risk or the children that have special needs. Just come down and get some aromatherapy and shovel some manure
and adopt a horse. Take one home.
We offer lessons and leasing and adoption, so we have all different types of ways to get involved.
This is such a special place. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Now we're going to take a look at a very special friendship between a veteran and his dog.
Oh, I love you.
Luis Carlos Montalvan will never forget the day he met his dog.
2008, right? It was a presidential election results that day. Just so happened to be Tuesday.
Tuesday has been by his side ever since.
Speak!
Montalvan is Captain Montalvan, a decorated Army veteran of 17 years, plagued by post-traumatic stress from an attack in Iraq.
Like vertigo and migraines, shooting sharp pain, unable to connect with the world. Drinking was a means of numbing the pain. That starts a very dark road.
Tuesday, get my cane. Yeah, get it. Oh, it's a good boy. Oh, yes, it's a big stick. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're so good.
I'd never heard of a service dog before.
Tuesday balances him to keep him from falling and comforts him when the nightmares come.
He gets up gently and he hovers over me. It's very sweet, and he'll lay and he'll start breathing very on my neck. He is a caretaker and he is a therapist. I wouldn't be able to speak in this interview, were it not for him. Tuesday, my lap. Sit down.
Oh, he's so good.
Montalvan writes about his journey of healing in the New York Times bestseller Until Tuesday, and he wrote a children's book called Tuesday Tucks Me In.
Tuesday came into my life at its darkest point.
He traveled from his home in New York to Arvada to share his story. He was invited by the Golden Retriever Rescue of the Rockies in Arvada, also known as GRR.
Goldens are very, very intelligent. They're very trainable.
And Kevin Shipley, the director of the rescue, says a sold-out gala in Denver raised a record amount to treat golden retrievers with medical problems.
It's less a book about war than it is about what I call the war after the war.
We caught up with Captain Montalvan as he spoke to veterans and clinical workers with Jefferson County Mental Health. Sandra Norris says she's now coming out of isolation thanks to her dog, Jake.
Jake has made it possible for me to leave my apartment.
Service dogs, they know, they understand. It's that unconditional love they get, which a lot of places, us being veterans, don't get it.
Most everybody knows a veteran and can relate and maybe can communicate a little bit about what they learned from Luis.
Hello, I'm Luis. Chris, it's a pleasure to meet you. How you doing?
Montalvan says interest in service dogs is growing, and he encourages all veterans to talk about their experiences in war and don't suffer in silence.
There is a way through the fire. What a good boy.
Thanks to his furry friend, he's learned how to love and laugh again.
Oh, you, give me a kiss.
They take on life together.
He's my best friend ever. Because you can have more than one BFF, right? One best friend, a best friend forever. But Tuesday is my BFE, my best friend ever. And you can only have one of those. Tuesday, give me a kiss. Oh, you're so good.
If you'd like more information about service dogs, visit www.until-tuesday.com. And for more information on GRR, the Golden Retriever Rescue of the Rockies, go to goldenrescue.com. That is amazing, truly wonderful. Another organization that does some great work is the Foothills Animal Shelter. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Foothills Animal Shelter, a true resource to the Metro Denver pet community. We care for thousands of orphaned pets every year, ranging from cats and dogs to rabbits and birds. Come on in and take a look at the wide variety of pets available for adoption and learn about the programs and services that we offer. Are you looking to adopt a pet? With so many animals coming into Foothills Animal Shelter each year, you may just find the perfect pet for you and your family. Our dedicated staff and volunteers take pride in giving great care to each and every animal that comes through our doors, while also searching for owners of lost pets and matching orphaned pets with new forever homes. You can walk in any day of the week to license or microchip your pet. We also offer low-cost vaccinations at weekly clinics in our shelter and also in various convenient locations throughout our community. Pet licensing helps reunite lost pets with their owners. Being a responsible pet owner and registering your beloved pet also helps support the thousands of orphaned animals Foothills Animal Shelter cares for every year. The other great thing about a license tag is that should your pet be lost, anybody can read his or her tag to get them back home safely to you. We encourage pet owners to also microchip their pet because it is permanent and easy to implant. A scan of the animal will alert a shelter staff member, veterinarian, or animal control officer if there is a microchip. If there is a chip, we then call the company to identify the owner. Foothills Animal Shelter provides affordable spay and neuter surgeries to the public in an effort to help control pet overpopulation and to help animals live longer and healthier lives. We offer classes and tours for those who want to learn about animal welfare and specialized topics such as pet first aid. And when an emergency does happen, we are here to help. We serve as the evacuation site for pets within Jefferson County to help pet owners with pet boarding during wildfires and other natural disasters. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do the great work that we do without help from our hundreds of dedicated volunteers. Depending upon the time of year and current needs, there are usually a variety of ways that you can lend a hand. We are always in need of foster volunteers who are willing to open up their hearts and their homes to care for young animals or those needing extra medical care. The animals depend greatly on the generosity from our community. This support helps Foothills Animal Shelter provide the best care possible to every pet that enters our doors. Would you like to make a difference? Make a financial gift. Bring in items from our wish list. Purchase a brick in honor or memory of a loved one. Attend a fundraising event. The ways you can help are countless. Looking for a conference room for your next meeting? A place to celebrate a birthday or retirement or baby shower for an animal lover? Consider renting our Hope Center. This versatile space features a mini kitchen, tables and chairs, and a projector screen. Rental fees help care for our homeless pets. Way back to our beginning in 1976 as a small impound facility to today's 33,000 square foot state-of-the-art shelter, we're proud to serve the community. From reuniting lost animals with their families to adoption or providing affordable services to those in need, we are making a difference. Our compassionate staff and volunteers are very dedicated to our important mission and the life-saving work that we do each and every day. Be sure to stop by our beautiful facility filled with wagging tails, purrs, and friendly faces. We are located at 580 McIntyre Street in Golden, near 6th Avenue and Indiana, just off of the northwest corner of the Jefferson County Fairgrounds. You can also learn more by following us on social media or signing up for our monthly e-newsletter or by visiting www.foothillsanimalshelter.org. Bow wow, meow, and thank you.
What a great community resource. Now, keeping your dogs well behaved on the trail is very important, and in Littleton, they're working hard to make sure that happens.
This is Long Leash Larry. He doesn't seem to care about anyone but himself. And nothing seems to distract him from his phone. He sure ruined her day.
Doggone it!
I think he needs to learn to be more courteous while using public trails with his dog.
Doggone it!
Miss, are you okay? What happened?
Gosh, yeah, I think so. It's my shoulder. This guy, he had his dog on one of those long leashes, and I just didn't see it, and it made me crash.
I am so sorry this has happened. You stay here, I'll get you medical attention.
Thank you.
Ranger Billy?
Yep.
There's been a bicycle accident. I've got 911 on the way. I'll stay with her. You go get the guy responsible.
Okay, got it.
It looks like he's about to learn a lesson from Park Ranger Billy.
I just needed to contact you because when you're up on the trail, having your dog on such a long leash actually created an accident for one of our bicyclists.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And by letting your dog off leash down here at the river, it really disrupts the wildlife habitat. Furthermore, by letting your dog defecate and not picking it up, it really pollutes the pristine environment that we're all trying hard to protect here.
How do you realize?
We're all here for the same reason. We want to enjoy our parks and open spaces. If we all think about our actions a little bit while we're out here, it makes a much more enjoyable experience for everyone, and it helps protect our parks and open spaces.
Have a good one.
Please pay attention to your surroundings. Keep your dog on a 6-foot leash at all times. This ensures the safety of you and your dog, as well as other trail users, dogs, and wildlife. Always pick up after your dog. Dog waste pollutes the environment.
We can all enjoy our parks and trails and open space if we just follow some of the simple rules. These guidelines will help protect the land and the wildlife. This will ensure a pleasant experience for all of our visitors in the parks that we love. It will also ensure a positive experience for all. Doggone it! Stay tuned next time for our next episode about speeding bicyclists.
It is very important. Now, while it is necessary to keep your dogs well behaved on the trail, there are times to just let them run free. Let's go to Denver for more on that.
Who let the dogs out? Denver did. In authorized off-leash dog parks, that is. According to a recent article from the Trust for Public Land, quote, the hottest new city park issue to hit America is the skyrocketing support for creating places to let dogs run free, end quote. Oh yes, we're way ahead of you. The city currently has 10 outdoor off-leash dog parks for your enjoyment, where your best friends can strut their stuff. Dogs love to run, and these enclosed areas give them the space to exercise and socialize with their canine compadres. Yeah, dogs need a social life too. And according to dogchannel.com, having a place to run free can even help reduce barking and other problem behaviors. Denver's dog parks are open from sunrise to sundown 7 days a week. Your pup must be spayed or neutered or have a current Denver Intact permit. And they've got to have a current rabies and dog license. Please follow all rules and regulations. Oh, and there are doggy waste bags for your convenience. Rules out of the way? Okay, time to run free. What percentage of U.S. households have at least one dog according to the Humane Society? 38%, 47%, or 61%? The answer, the percentage of U.S. households with a dog? 47%.
Great stuff. Now to a very special story in Aurora. Star, the Wonder Dog.
She was named Star because she constantly seemed to have this goofy smile on her face as if she was waiting for the next photo opportunity. You know, always ready to have that picture taken.
A Great Dane rescue in and out of animal shelters, Star found the perfect home when she was adopted by the Grainer family.
But she was immediately accepted well by the family.
We got her when I was in elementary school.
So when she collapsed after a dizzy spell in 2011, her family rushed her to Alameda East Vet Hospital.
All of this right here is tumor.
What they found was devastating.
We did a CT scan of her lungs that showed this large tumor that was bigger than 7 centimeters.
The tumor in Star's lung had spread and was getting larger. Dr. Ann Scope diagnosed Star and came up with the initial treatment plan.
The prognosis is very poor.
Surgery was immediately scheduled, but at the age of nearly 12, chemotherapy would have been too rough for Star, and radiation wasn't an option.
The average survival time after surgery is about 30 days.
An advanced stage 3, grade 3 lung cancer.
That's when Dr. Michael Grainer realized that his career's work
And another great day in lab.
might just be the one option to help.
And I'm kind of specializing in the brain tumor areas right now. But in this case, obviously, she didn't have a brain tumor, so we had to do what we could with what we could find.
Grainer is an associate professor of neurosurgery at the Anschutz Medical Campus in Aurora. It's here within the walls of the University of Colorado School of Medicine that his passion is making medical history, with his beloved Star at his side.
This is where the vaccine comes in.
It's called immunotherapy, and it's a medical specialty where researchers look for ways to treat cancerous tumors with the patient's own cells by creating personalized vaccines.
So when we say vaccine, from a scientific perspective, what we're saying is something to stimulate an immune response with a very specific antigen profile so that the immune system knows what to look for and track it down and kill it.
It seems far-fetched to try on a dog, but in Star's case, it was the only option. Teamwork was all that was required, and a bit of luck.
The whole point behind cancer immunotherapy is it goes after only the cancer cells and not the rest of you.
It was worth a try, especially since everyone involved believed it could cause Star no additional harm.
We also have a bunch of tumor lines.
Years of research was starting to pay off. Grainer got to work quickly with grad student and veterinarian Laura Eppel. Together, they had already been studying other human cancer cells, but now they had a real-life possibility, what they called a perfect storm for research. It was also their chance to help Star.
She was perfect in every single way. Working with that dog, you could tell that she wanted to live, despite the very severe disease that she was suffering from.
So cells from her lung tumor were made into an injectable vaccine containing what researchers call heat shock proteins and given back to Star.
Yeah, we'd go over once a week. It was 2 injections, so one was on her shoulder and then one was on her flank.
The hope was that the injections would stimulate Star's immune system to attack only the cancer and not her healthy cells.
So the idea is you make the tumor vulnerable, you smack it with the drug.
1 month turned into 2, and eventually 11. The vaccine was working. Star's immune system was fighting the tumors, and she was feeling good.
She was virtually side effect free. She had a couple of stiff joints every now and then, but she continually went for 2 or 3 mile walks pretty much every day.
To get nearly 11 months of very happy life out of this animal, and to be able to see her with her family for that extended time period is just, it's more than we could hope for.
Star eventually died from the tumor. But that's not how her story ends.
I guess she's waiting for her close-up now.
Her legacy is leading the way in research for human brain tumors.
Dogs get the same diseases as people, and they live in our households with us. They're exposed to the same environmental factors.
You see, dog tumors are very similar to ours.
In dog terms, they say 7 years for every one. If you think about 11 months, that's substantial impact on human life.
Cell lines from Star are still being researched in Grainer's lab. Take a look, that's her name on the tray.
So yeah, even now Star is trying to help us solve problems.
This real-life data may have taken years to duplicate in the lab, but now Grainer and his team have helped move science one step closer to new ways of fighting cancer.
It's great that she's got this legacy, that she's helped develop this vaccine essentially, and that now it's moving towards human trials.
Today, the Grainers are back to long walks with the recent adoption of 2 more Great Danes.
This is Titan, and that's Xena.
And daughter Alex has taken interest in a career similar to her dad's. This summer, she will assist with research using Star's cells as a cancer center fellow.
It's a scientific breakthrough, really. If this works on a dog, it could also work in humans, and it can accomplish what we've been trying to accomplish for years and decades now.
You can bet the memories of Star are always with them.
Star is my 4-legged hero. Parts of her still live on.
That is truly remarkable. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our animal show. I'm Wendy Brockman. We'll see you next time on Connected Colorado.
Mom, where are my shoes?
They're in your closet under your coat.
Honey, where are my keys?
They're on the coffee table by the remote.
Mom, where's the dog?
12th and Maple.
For the times when Mom doesn't know where the dog is, register your pets to get them home safe.
Animals are part of our families. We'll take a look at some special service dogs, some fun things to do for dogs, and an amazing horse rescue operation on this edition of Connected Colorado. Join me Thursdays at 8.